Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The New Orleans Pelicans, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Mavericks. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. Jump between two Western Conference powers here in Game 2. I'm Brian Anderson. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Dallas. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Barnes is out there with Zach Edey. And it's King in at the point guard position. And it's flag missing. Here's King, guarded by Sarr. Top of the key. Hardy grabs the board.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Watson passes to Allen. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Barnes with a screen on Allen. King pass to Flanders. Here's King, 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Back to Sarr. Down low. Here's Allen. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Sarr finds Allen. For 3, Hardy. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've shown great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Sarr passes to Allen. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Barnes. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to King. Back to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Outside Watson. And here's Sarr. Edey defends. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Sarr.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Edey with a screen on Allen. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside Watson. Sarr passes to Allen. Hits the trifecta.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's King. Pass to Edey. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Edey's got 7.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Allen. Here's Flag. Yet to see a basket. The three is up. And King pulls it down. Pass to Flanders. Takes a three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Flag. Back to Allen. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Marks. Here's King. Here's Flanders. 20 feet out. And it's King missing. Here's Flag. Now here's Allen to the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end. Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Outside Barnes. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It looks now like he's in a lot of pain. They call timeout, and the trainer's going to have a chance to check him out.
The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. 5th on the list, Cooper Flag.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Here's Sarr. Outside Watson. Back to Sarr. And here's Watson. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's King. Pass to Blackman. Here's the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Flag. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Ellis. Screen by Watson. The three, Hardy. And King pulls it down.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Ellis outside. Pass to Garnett. Here's Blackman. Sinks it from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Blackman's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Outside Watson. Here's Flag. Barnes passes to Sarr. Shot clock at 6. Here's Blackman. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Hardy. And a two-handed jam.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze this.
Pelicans trail by 5. So for the Pelicans right now, we've got Toumani Camara, and it's Blackman in at the power forward. Here's King, outside Barnes. Here's the pick. Over Edwards. Here's King, over Jones, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Mavericks lead by 5. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Outside Jones. Gafford with a screen on Barnes. Down low. Left side Barnes. Pelicans cleared away. King pass to Blackman. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside Barnes, pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Now Barnes. Now here's Jones. He's guarded by Barnes. It's stolen by Barnes. Out to the right wing. Gafford passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance. And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Jones against Barnes. Gafford passes to Edwards. Here's King. Give him 8 points now. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Dallas leading by 3. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Now the Pelicans in transition. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Jones, the pass to Gafford. And here's Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Gafford. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. King's got 4 rebounds in the game. Barnes passes to King. To the middle. Here's Peters. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 1. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Barnes. Edwards, the pass to Jones. Gafford with a screen on Barnes. Back to Edwards to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Camara. Barnes with a screen on Barnes. Outside Barnes. From the arc. Sarr pulls it in. And for Dallas, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. And the dunk by Gafford. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Pass to Peters. Here's King. Inside. Here's Blackman. Got a hand on it. And here's Jones. To the paint. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Jones. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. and it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's King for three. There's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That's his first foul. So for Dallas, Hardy, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Allen in for Edwards. Dallas leading by 3. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his third foul of the game.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Flags checked in for Barnes. Pass to Allen. Here's Flag. Now Sarr. Clock at 6. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's King. He's got 10. Pass to Blackman. The 3. And again, New Orleans no good. The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Barnes. For 3, Allen. Peters grabs a miss.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Outside Barnes. The shot from 20 feet out. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Allen. He has 7. For 3, Hardy connects from downtown. Hardy's got 8.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's King. The shot to stop the run. And the powerful one-handed slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
Pass to Allen. Fires for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's King. He's got 12. Inside, Peters. Off the window, it's good. Peters has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Sarr. Allen on the wing. There's a 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Peters. Here's King. Allen defending. Here's King. Pass to Barnes. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Pelicans will go for a different look. And so it's Dallas. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be back in a moment.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Dallas Mavericks.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making 3s. That's why they're ahead.
I can't even begin to tell you how profound that was, big fella. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Guys, game 1 went the way we thought it would. The higher seed taking a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, if they can take game 2 as well, that'll put them in a very comfortable position.
Absolutely. Take care of business. Enjoy that home cooking.
Home cooking. Making me hungry. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian and
And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. Pelicans trail by 11. Flag is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Hardy, then there's Sarr, and it's Allen in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Nails it from 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And finished off by Sarr.
Oh my goodness, he hammered that one down.
Boy, an absolute exclamation point. Here's King. Pass to Barnes. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Flanders. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Mavs. They've led by as many as 11. Screen by Watson. Allen, pass to Watson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Barnes. He's off on the first.
At the line for 2, Watson.
And he's good on the second. Here's King. 12 points for him. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's King. Allen defending. And it's King missing. Dallas leading by 8. Allen outside. To the inside. Here's Sarr. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's King. Barnes with a screen on Allen. King pass to Barnes. Barnes. From point-blank range.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Sarr a screen. Here's Flag outside. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Here's King. 12 points for him. Takes the 3. And it's Flag with a rebound. Dallas leading by 9. Beyond the arc. And Allen gets it to go on the assist by Flag. Flag's got assist number 5 here tonight. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Marks. Here's King. There's a screen. Here's Marks. This one for 3. Flanders passes to King. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-pointer goes. Marks has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. On defense, New Orleans. 9-point game. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Outside Watson. Pass to Flag. 6 to shoot. The shot. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's King. He's got 12. High arcing shot. And no good. Great D that time from Allen.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Outside Watson. And here's Flagg outside. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's King. Dort outside. 4-3. They get it back. Goes up again. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
And he drops it in from the low post. Ellis has gotten his first bucket of the night.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Outside Watson. Allen a screen. Back to Watson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Allen. Pass to Flagg. Launches it. Cook it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Well, he's been there. Very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Dort outside. Ellis passes to King. There's a screen. On the take, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And the Mavericks making a change here. Barnes is checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Hardy. Give him 8. Releases. Pelicans cleared away.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Here's King. 14 points for him. Pass to Garnett. It's intercepted. Here's Hardy. Dort with a double team. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Watson's got 7 points in the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus. Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Pelicans trail by 10. Down low. Here's Peters. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. This will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. Eason's checked in for the Pelicans.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Here's Hardy. Give him 8. Pass to Watson. Now Sarr. Here's Hardy. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Garnett.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's King. He's got 14. Here's Peters. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Here's Hardy. Pass to Sarr. Here's Hardy. Fires from deep. That shot is off.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, look
Oh,
out!
wow!
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Outside Watson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Barnes passes to Hardy. Outside Watson. Here's Barnes. A different look for Dallas. Gafford comes in for Watson. And it's Jones in for Hardy. And Watson, he's checked in for Dallas. Allen comes in for Jones. So the Pelicans 5 right now. They've got Scotty Barnes. And it's Dort in at the 2. Here's Sarr. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
The free throw drops for Sarr. And Sarr drops them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's King. Allen defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Pass to Watson. The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got 9 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Blackman. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Clock at 6. It's Sarr, high post. Back to Watson. Puts up a deep 3. And King pulls it down. King's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Peters. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
It's Barnes on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Now here's Allen. Tightly guarded. Dallas, no good that time either. For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's King. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Allen with it. Oh, there's the alley! And finished off by Sarr. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Flag. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Barnes. For New Orleans, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Driving to the basket. King gets the bucket. King's got 9 points now in the second half.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Flag. Outside Watson, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Sarr passes to Hardy. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Sarr. The steal! Inside. Kicks it out to Barnes. The 3! Barnes drills the triple! All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Here's King, guarded by Sarr. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Pass to Flag. Now here's Watson. Clock at 4. The 3, Allen. Peters grabs the miss. Peters has got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And really strong at the line since the break.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. And the Mavericks with possession here. Trailing by 5. Pass to Flag. Throws it up high. Here's King. Six on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And it's Allen with the ball for Dallas. They trail by 7. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. They set a pick. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's King. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Sarr. Yes! Using that window!
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
He launches, buries it from outside.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Allen outside. Intercepted. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, it's off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's flag. For 3, the triple drops.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Flanders. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. So both free throws good from Allen. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, no good on the layup.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so the Pelicans take the win. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.